Hi, my name's Tash Frost, and to sponsor me for the MS Readathon, just come to readwithtash.com. Bye! I get it, Janie said. Tizzy Lizzy must be an explorer or something. Finally, the girls went out into an enormous room, as big as a warehouse. In the middle was the set. It was filled with big plants in pots. If you didn't look down at the pots, it looked just like a jungle. A very friendly woman came up to Janie and led her to the front of the set. All around her were people with lights and cameras. There was even a big fan. Emily stayed out of the way and watched. The woman told Janie just what to do. At first, she'd be hidden behind the plants. They played a tape of a lion roaring. A man laying on the ground shook all the plants. Then Janie was supposed to step out and say her lines. Emily watched as Janie did it perfectly. The lion roared, the plants shook, then out came Janie, smiling and holding a bottle of nature shampoo. Nature Care shampoo. My life can take me anywhere, Janie said. So my best friend is Nature Care. Janie smiled and held the bottle next to her face, pointing to it with her other hand. If your hair is getting frizzy, take a tip from Tizzy Lizzy. Use Nature Care with this. Janie turned her head quickly to one side and then back again. Her hair swung around and then back. Cut! The director yelled. That was perfect! What's your name again? Janie Starr. That was perfect, Janie. I loved the way you pointed to the bottle, and I loved that hair swirl at the end. She then turned to the rest of the crew. I think we've got our Tizzy Lizzy, guys, she said. You mean I've got the job? Janie squealed. I think so, but let's do it again. This time with the lizard. Lizard? What lizard? Janie said. Nobody told me about any lizard. Janie stood in front of a branch at one end. It was a man with a cage. He opened the cage, and out came a lizard. It ran up the branch and then stopped just in front of Janie. Get him away from me, Janie screamed. He's harmless, the director said. He's tame. I hate lizards, Janie said. Oh, yuck. But that's part of the ad, the director said. Right at the end, after you say use Nature Care, the lizard comes up the branch and stops in front of you. Then you pick him up and say, Hi there, little Lizzie. You mean I actually have to touch him? Of course. Can't we cut out that part out? Do we have to have a lizard? What do lizards have to do with hair anyway? They're completely bald. It's because he's a lizard and you're a Lizzie. It's a little joke. People will love it. I won't love it because I won't do it. Then I guess you have to get another Tizzy Lizzy. Sorry, Janie. Okay, send in the next one. Janie just stood there for a moment. Emily could see tears forming in her eyes. Suddenly, she thought of something. "Excuse me," Emily said, "but I have an idea." You do?" said the director. "Who are you?" "I'm Emily, and I'm a friend of Janie's. Maybe I could pick up the lizard. I love animals. I'm sorry, but I don't think we can use you." She said, You're not the right height, and your hair's all wrong." "I don't want to be Tizzy Lizzy," Emily said. "I want to pick up the lizard for Janie. I don't understand." "I'll stand before her and reach around her and pick up the lizard. I will look like It will look like she's doing it." The director thought about this for a minute. "It's a good idea," she said, "but how will you pick him up? You'll be behind Janie. How will you see him with this?" Emily said, holding up her hand and showing the director her eye finger. "To be continued."